Sank so many hours to this game. It was one of the first games I got with PS2. Well, second-ish. I saw my friends rent it all the time. It's the one reason I begged my parents non-stop for a PS2.
Daddy, who are you talking to?
Well, who else, Kaka? It's not like I'm speaking to a live audience here.
Well, I'm bored now. I'm gonna go play in the portal, Daddy.
Whatever, Kaka. Dinner's at 6.
Okay, Daddy. I will if I'm hungry. I'm gonna go mess with the atoms now.
Wait, what?
I like messing with atoms. Atoms, they like messing with me too and giving me treats.
You be careful, Tal. You don't know what those atoms will do.
It's fine, Daddy. They give me plenty of nice big sausages too.
What?
Bye, Daddy.
Wait, Kaka! Fuck, you're the fast one. Shit. Adam, I swear to God, you better not be doing what I think you're doing. You know what's funny? I still remember the prayer. Alright, I believe it went something like this. Hands go like that, right? Huh?
I'm free. After 2 decades, I'm free. Praise be to Yevon.
No fucking way.
You're the one that set me free? Thank you. My name is...
Yuna, trust me, I'm quite aware of who you are.
Oh. Please don't tell me one of those nerds has been obsessed with me since pubescence.
Well, I'll be honest. I did it one time.
Oh, that's good. That means you've grown up out of it.
You are... Yes. I don't do it anymore.
Okay. Where am I?
My apartment. I film my show here.
You film a show here? How exciting. Do you use a sphere to film?
No, I use a camera. It records, I guess, similar to a sphere.
Really? May I watch? If that's okay.
Honestly, I was getting ready to review your game, so I'd be quite honored if you, would join me.
I get to be on your show? How wonderful. I haven't been on the big screen since my speech after freeing Spira.
Well, more like a small YouTube channel on the internet.
Internet?
How long were you still inside that game?
Since the launch of the original, that's exactly 2 decades, right?
Okay, another question. Who sealed you inside the game?
The Almighty. Let him be praised.
Please tell me you're not like that freak Lightning, who rigged the years a good dicking, but even if she went to a bar to get drunk with a bunch of guys, they would still choose the fat ugly chick over her because of how freaky she is.
You fat asshole! I'm going to slap you silly when I get out of here.
Lightning? That name sounds familiar.
Well, are you?
I only follow the teachings of Yevon. Have you heard of Yevon?
Oh, God. Is this just a thing with you Final Fantasy characters with the freaky eyes and creepy smiles? Please stop doing it. I feel totally uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Final Fantasy X is a role-playing video game developed and published by Square, originally released in 2001 for Sony's PlayStation 2. The game was re-released as Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remastered for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita in 2013, and for PlayStation 4 in 2015. And the version I'll be playing today is the PS4 HD port, since I don't have my original PS2 copy anymore.
That was some nice art they did for the cover.
Yuna, can you step more over here, please? You're way off camera. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. Come bring it in. Perfect. Don't move from that spot, okay?
Alright. Should I repeat what I said?
No, it's fine. We'll just roll with it.
Okay. I'll try to do better.
Yuna, look, just relax, be more open, okay? Don't be so stiff. The game marks the Final Fantasy series transition from entirely pre-rendered backdrops to fully 3-dimensional areas, and is also the first in the series to feature voice acting, even when some scenes aren't that good. We will get there in time. Shh. Wow, really?
Sorry. I couldn't help it. Does that make you feel better?
No, you know what? Just please don't do that again when we get there.
I will try.
Before we begin, we now have to choose which grid we like to use. Standard is the grid most of us grew up using in the US. The Expert one was released with international versions of 10 at a later time. The difference is the original Spirit grid, all characters start out at different paths and gradually complete their own parts and branch out late to end game. However, the Expert one, all characters start very close to each other. In fact, you have Yuna and Lulu switch roles early on where Yuna is the black mage and Lulu is the white. That's how crazy the Expert grid is.
So, I can learn dark magic instead of white?
You mean black magic, right?
What?
Dark magic is different than black magic. It usually involves taking lives to cast or using HP of some sort.
I'm sorry. I thought it was the same.
Now, why would you want to learn dark magic? You know, a nice, caring woman like yourself.
No reason. No reason at all.
I'm starting to think you got a really sinister side.
Now why would you think of little old me as sinister?
I'm going to choose Standard Spirit Grid since I'm trying to relive my experience with the game. I'm choosing the arranged soundtrack because I personally think it sounds great. And thus we get our first cutscene of our group in ruined Soundicate, and Titus goes up on the hill and tells us his story. And here we need to stop and discuss a few things with the HD port. Due to the fact they had many of the models for the HD port, you get some weird things. The FMV parts are fine, some of them we'll get to, you know, that one too, but cutscenes using the in-game models can have some weird side effects. For example, the eyes being one of them. Sometimes their eyes look like they're bulging out, and Walker here, well, he looks like he's up to something. Not to mention, sometimes their PS2 counterparts look like they're showing more emotion in cutscenes compared to the HD versions, but I digress.
Kinda funny. It looks like I had a round face and more color in the PS2 version.
Yeah, now your face is sharper and could look good in some shots, but others look like it lost some color. And thus we get a flashback retold about how Titus ended up where he is now, with him arriving for a major Blitzball game, adored by his fans, and we even get him to autograph, which allows us to change his name. Which does not matter because the game not once says his name in game. He's always referred by he, him, or new bodyguard. Besides, the Eons, he's the only character you can name. What makes this confusing is games like Deceited, they call him Titus, even though it's spelled Titus. Fuck it, I call him Titus for years, I'm not going to stop now. Thus we get one of the most kick-ass opening FMVs ever in the Final Fantasy timelines.
I think you're forgetting something.
But the FMV!
You didn't mention how it's revealed along the way to the stadium. He has a bad relationship with his father, and Sir Jack has been missing for years.
Oh yeah, you're right! Thanks for mentioning that. Good teamwork! Now FMV!
But it's your show. I will stop.
Yeah, that's right, it is my show and I do what I want! God!
Okay. Sorry.
Oh my me. What a cock. I'm slowly going to enjoy tormenting him when I get out.
Yes, it's so good! The music's so good! It's so good!
Should I get what they say hyped too?
Yes, you should!
Yes. Good. So good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Take it down now! You're sounding all crazy like!
Oh, sorry. I was just getting hyped up.
Yeah, that's all good and fine, but maybe take it down a little bit, okay? You're starting to scare me.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of this hype. I'll do better. Sorry.
What's there to say about this FMV? It really gets you pumped for the game with this song and what's happening in Blitzball. Too bad the actual Blitzball is nothing like this, but like everything else, we'll get to it when it comes. So after Titus survives his fall, we run into one of the most badasses in Final Fantasy series, Daddy Auron.
Did you just call Sir Auron Daddy?
No.
I'm certain you called him Daddy.
I don't know what you're talking about. So we follow Auron and run into this hooded child freezing time and telling us to don't cry. Okay, what's even weirder, Auron is leading us towards the creature in the water bubble that attacked a city called Sin. It then launches little pods and well, this happens. What kind of idiot goes flinging his arms like this at monsters? Seriously, if this was a horror movie, he would be long dead.
Well, we don't all have humble beginnings. I bet if Titus had a weapon, he would do better.
Wanna bet?
Oh,
That's a pathetic start for our hero.
my love, how could you have such a horrible start?
I mean, he's flinging it around like it's a stick. At least when I was a kid, if something was heavier, I would use more than one hand and even put my body into it. Here, he's just flinging it all over the place like his penis. But hey, at least he gets the hang of it, surely. Still one-handing it, and thus we get several of this game's battles in a row. Not much to really talk about except for a few things. Instead of an active time battle meter, which filled, the ones that has been present since Final Fantasy V, in this one we use what's called conditional turn-based battle. Pretty much as you can see here in this graph, this is the order of turns for each character and monster. It's based on speed. So characters with higher speed stats or under the haste spell may get multiple turns to attack or heal, etc. Same goes for enemies as well. It's not a bad system, but if you do specialize in getting certain characters speed boosts or items related, you can break the system pretty bad. It's probably why in Final Fantasy X and 2 they went back to the active time battle from previous installments, which I prefer, to be honest.
Was my system that bad?
No, the game is still good, but like I said, if you focus on the spirit grid and item boost mid-game, you can pretty much skip a whole boss's turn because of how fast you kill them.
Oh, I'm sorry we did that.
There's also the overdrive meter, aka limit breaks. Yeah, continue the tradition of 9 and change the powerful one-shot attacks to different names. This is interesting. There's different modes for this. Basically, as you play the game, you lock additional modes, which affect how this charges. Early on, it's taking damage, it charges, but you can lock once where every time you win, it charges. Every time you heal a party member, it charges. Every time a party member other than yourself takes damage, it charges. Or the best one, every time you attack, it charges. And depending on how you play, you can easily stack overdrives for every major boss. And each character's overdrive has a unique mechanic. For Titus, you just have to wait for the cursor to hit the middle and press X to deal more damage. Or Auron, enter a combination of buttons, or walk and match squirrels, or rig and mix potions and make new ones to attack or heal. Lulu, rotating joysticks will allow her to cast a spell of your choosing several times. Yuna allows her to summon an Eon with its overdrive already maxed to unleash. Fucking love these.
You forgot about Kimari,
Who?
my faithful bodyguard. One of my first.
Who?
The Ron.
The what now?
The Blue Lion hybrid.
Oh, him!
Really? You don't like Kimari?
Wow. He starts at a terrible spot on the grid, which means jumping to another's early on is recommended, mostly Riku's side to learn skill. His overdrive just fucking sucks. It's blue magic, but any enemy skill he learns with Lancet can only be used as an overdrive move. You can't use them otherwise. Yeah, he fucking sucks. Fuck him.
You're just so mean. Kimari does not suck.
Whatever you say, Summoner.
I'm beginning to regret coming on your show.
You and everyone else does. So we basically have to fight our way forward, killing sin spawns all along the way, even getting to the point there's so many we have to force this barrel of explosions to blow up the building that falls on the bridge, and we run across from Titus missing on the landing, hangs on for dear life.
Auron! Auron!
You are sure? This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
Did he...
Yup, you got sucked up what looked like a puckering butthole.
He never mentioned that. Not once. I thought we shared everything.
Having doubts about your lover.
No, I must not have doubts if I believe in Yevon. I will meet him again.
Do you know how your game plays out? You know, the ending?
Bits and pieces. I was sealed away right away after mass production.
Oh man, you're in for a treat.
Are there more anuses along the way?
There are more assholes.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So Titus gets a weird dream swimming around Sandakan. By the way, get used to these controls. It feels like you can move in a 3D environment, but you just swim on a flat plane that you can occasionally go deeper awkwardly. But due to a locked camera that shifts unsuspectingly, it makes it hard to get used to. Guess something similar would be the earliest Resident Evil games with its tank controls. And trust me, when we get to the Blitzball, you're going to hate it more.
Is it really that bad? The Blitzball?
The bane of my existence. Again, we'll get to it when it gets here.
Sorry for interrupting.
Can you please stop saying you're sorry for everything?
Do you need to punish me?
What?
Punish me. It's what the Tempos of Spear would do for talking back, or making the priests angry.
Moving on.
Are you sure? I insist. It's the only way for me to atone.
Maybe later? I don't know, I'm really uncomfortable.
Okay, later. Thank you for your understanding.
What the fuck, man? Okay, sorry, off track there. Titus wakes up in a huge, empty, destroyed ruin with no one in sight. Goodbye, Arn. See you later. So swimming along a flat plane, we find a path we can tread before dropping into a pool of water, forcing us to face a few fish, who get eaten by a big one. Basically, just survive a few turns. You can't win this one. At their very close call, how come the fish didn't close its mouth here? I mean, half his body's in its mouth. Would be a good chunk. Whenever we manage to escape, Titus gets cold, collects stuff for a fire, and as we're getting warm, we get ambushed by another monster with the boss music getting us pumped, hoping for our hero to survive, when suddenly...
You on my side? Cool!
Isn't it funny during this whole scene of her walking up to join Titus, the monster just stands there and not attack Titus?
Of course, it isn't its turn.
But it's a cutscene.
Yes, but it's a battle cutscene. It can't move until it's its turn.
I hate your game world's logic. So this mysterious stranger joins us, having the ability to steal grenades and other items from enemies and use them. In this case, grenades. We start to blow the living hell out of this thing, gaining our very first AP point. Yay!
Phew. That was close. Hey, let me go!
Redek Drak!
Vin, Irisa, Tekiaka!
Fuck, Edeku! Kemed?
Fed! Shrivatek Risa!
Draunia, Drakisha Dave.
Ifun Petit! Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
She hit my man.
It's okay, Yuna?
My man.
Yuna?
I will smash her face into a car windshield, and then take her father, Sid, out for a nice seafood dinner, and then never speak to him again.
Are you okay?
I think I may have snapped there for a minute. I really need to be punished. I think I've gone too far.
Yeah, later.
Okay, I'll make another note. But I really need to be punished before I go too far.
Why did I agree to do another Final Fantasy game? Fuck. So Titus wakes up on the ship and is asked to go diving to earn his place. Lucky for us, Riku speaks Titus's language. From here, we learn her and her people are Bhed, a tribe of technologists. This feature of them speaking their language I love, because throughout the game you find books that help you learn individual letters. As you get further in the game, any letter you know will be displayed as pink. It's really cool to see how the text slowly becomes readable. It even helps learn some secrets later in the game. Oh, and Bhed have spirals in their eyes, something that comes into play later in the game.
I never really knew that.
Honestly, I didn't either after several playthroughs in my life. I never really noticed, but thanks to the HD version, it's pretty obvious now. We finally are able to use a sphere grid system, so like past Final Fantasy games, in this one you don't gain levels or boost stats. Instead you gain AP, which can be used to move your character's spaces around the grid, and AP is easy to earn as long as your character attacks, use items, magic, etc. You'll always earn a certain amount of AP. Even small amounts, it's really easy to gain moves. Now once you have a sufficient amount of moves, you can move to a node using a corresponding sphere to unlock it for that character. Using ability to unlock experience nodes, power spheres to unlock HP, power defense nodes to increase the character's max stats. You gain spheres through random fights. I really do love this system compared to other games. Sure, Final Fantasy IX allowed you to equip gear to unlock abilities and moves, but here you can if you have the right nodes, like the level sphere to open another path to another character. In late game, Riku could become a black mage, while others learn white magic. It's a really fun system. It does have its downsides. Due to Riku already having fast speed, she gets a lot of turns. Having her learn black magic makes her outdo Lulu. Basically, you are only focused on 3 or 4 character tops, unless you're a sadist and gotta get them all maxed.
I am so proud that my game did something right.
Apparently so good that Final Fantasy XII had to use the license board similar to the Spirit Grid in some parts.
Really?
Actually, in almost every game to follow. 13 had the Crystallium, 15 had the Session Grid. God, I guess the Spirit Grid was a real game changer. But, like I said earlier, the whole battle system in this one is based on speed. If you have lots of speed, you would get more turns than the bosses.
Early on, it's fine, right?
Yeah, but once we get past Luca, you can get way overpowered quickly, which I will do because I like grinding. Anyway, we now dive into the ocean and fight several battles with that bitchin' battle music. Guess like all Final Fantasies, each game has a recognizable music. Yes, Nobuo Uematsu did compose the music, but this is the first game he wasn't the sole composer. Masashi Hamazu and Janya Nakano, I probably butchered those really bad. It's great, but anyway, after restoring part of this ship that the Bhed are trying to salvage, we face a giant squid. Not really hard. We even learned about trigger commands, basically either to have the characters do something to help with the battle, talk shit to a character to boost stats, or in this squid battle, form a pincer attack so he can't move. Nice addition to the game. We then forced to stay up on deck, but eventually Riku yes, that's her name, brings us food and water, and we develop a friendship. She teaches us a few things too.
What does she teach him?
Just some basic stuff like Sanaka has been destroyed in 1,000 years, and Riku thinks Titus got too close to Sin's toxin, affecting his memories.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was having impure thoughts.
What do you think she was teaching him?
I mustn't. It's impure. I can't. Please, you must punish me now.
Whoa, I said.
I need to be punished. Don't you understand? If you don't, I can't be pure. I continue to cross the lines, become corrupted.
What? Okay. What the fuck you want me to do?
You need to slap me on the ass. Spank me. So I learn my place.
Whoa. I don't think I could do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Hurry up and do it!
I don't think.
Do it! Every moment I feel my purity slipping. You must!
Are you sure?
Yes. Sacreds. You went easy on me, didn't you?
But...
Do it! I'm already prepared. Make it sound really good.
But...
I'm kidding. I tried acting tough, but I'm kidding.
I understand your resolve. Oh shit, I think I killed her. Oh fuck. Oh shit, I think I killed her. That's what she wanted. She wanted to be punished. I'll revive her later. I'm just gonna go back to the game. Oh fuck. So Riku suggests Titus should go to Luca since he's a blitzball player and someone might recognize him. But sadly, after just a few moments of moping, the ship becomes under attack and Titus gets knocked into the water. He would wake a day or so later on an island, but before he can get his bearings, Titus gets smacked into the head by a blitzball, and because Titus is a show-off, So Waka gets invested in Titus due to his skills in blitzball, but Titus, being a dumbass, keeps mentioning the team he played for, before quickly giving up and saying they got affected by Sin's toxin. But Waka, being a loving buddy he is, introduces him as the coach of the Bhed and that we are on Bhed Island. He then invites us over for dinner. We begin our trek there, with Waka asking to join his team for the tournament. Titus agrees, yada yada. We do learn Sin is the punishment for cities growing too big and relying on machines, aka Machina. Waka gives us some backstory. In his 10 years being a blitzball player, his team has never won a game. So the next game coming out will be his last, and he will retire to become a full guardian. I always liked Waka. He was such a lovable guy, with him calling Titus brother and treating him like he knew him for years. Fuck Kamari! So a lot of story happens here. Basically, in a nutshell, Waka teaches us the prayer. Titus sickly knew it because it was a blitzball sign of victory. The Crusaders used to be called the Crimson Blades, but as their ranks grew, they changed to Crusaders and have been fighting Sin ever since, and protect the citizens of Spira, temples, towns, and villages. We learned it's the summoner's job to defeat Sin. Chosen few call forth entities of great power, the Eons, answering them prayers on blessings of Yevon. Basically, a summoner's job is to go on a pilgrimage to each temple, pray to the faith to cry each Eon, and eventually get the final Eon to beat Sin. However, it's not permanent. Sin always returns, and a new summoner must repeat what past one's done. A endless cycle. We are informed by Waka it's already been a day since an apprentice summoner went inside, or as there's a closer trial she must get through before arriving to the chamber with the faith to pray at. Oh, and only guardians are to enter, cause forbidden if you're not. But fuck that, Titus don't give a shit, and I do it. I mean, I don't see anybody stopping him. Hey Yuna, there's your man breaking the rules. Oh fuck, she's still dead. Alright, let's see here. You know, for all my power club, it's very lacking in resurrect spells. In fact, I don't got a single one from any game whatsoever. Well, whatever, I kind of figured I couldn't do anything, because I couldn't say Toph. Alright, Phoenix, I could use this to resurrect Toph. No, that wouldn't work. She's been dead for about a month, so it would do the complete opposite. It would probably kill her more. Lucky you.
My ass is destroyed!
Welcome back, Yuna.
Yevon be praised. The afterlife is haunting. How long was I dead?
Yeah, you were dead about 20-30 minutes, give or take.
You took that long to resurrect me?
Okay, to be completely honest with you, at first I just really didn't give a damn. Second, my power club cannot allow me to cast a single revive spell. I seem to be locked out.
Then how did you?
Oh, that's easy. I just stole Phoenix down from you.
Oh, those are expensive, but thank you. I am in your debt.
Please don't. I killed you and it seemed only fair.
That's why I'm thanking you.
What?
I've never been punished so severe in my life. All the pain I felt and horrors I saw in the afterlife. I am the purest I can be.
Right. You are scaring me.
Me being set free here was meant to be. You can punish me whenever I become impure. Will you become my guardian?
Hold up. Aren't your guardians supposed to, protect you?
Yes, but each one gets a turn to punish me for each sin I commit in a day. It's the sacred rule.
But you had 6 of them.
Yes, I did. A good old circle of punishment. I was never tempted. I remained pure. But what you did was equal to all of them.
Yeah, hard pass? I'm going back to the game.
You will be my guardian. Oh yes, you will be mine.
While you were dead, I got to the cloisters of trial parts. Basically, these are little puzzles with no random battles. By the way, thank God. You basically have to touch walls to reveal glyphs, which will reveal spheres, put the spheres in the right holes to make the path available to the Chamber of Faith. If perhaps you messed up and need to reset pedestals, you can step on the shiny glyph on the floor, not hard. But you want to dive deep into the trials, you could find the destruction sphere and figure out where it goes to reveal the treasure. Some of the treasures are good early on for some characters, but if you get all 6 destruction sphere puzzles, aka get the treasures, you will gain access to the Animal Eon. The first few trials are straightforward, but some can be really fucking annoying. Looking you Ice Child with the stupid reset panel. We will get to it. All this one with the moving platform that won't register my commands. We will get to it.
Should I be afraid?
Oh, don't worry. We'll cover them in all its glory. Whatever. After we finish the trial, Waka catches up to us to explain who's allowed. Yada yada. Summoners go on a pilgrimage to every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them along the way. We then get introduced to Lulu with tits. But yes, Lulu is a huge change from what our traditional black mage in Final Fantasy looks like. She can be very stern and easily pissed off, mostly at Wakka's shenanigans, but is very caring of Yuna since growing up with her and considers her a little sister. Yes?
Aren't you forgetting something?
No.
Someone?
I don't think so.
Kimari? My first bodyguard since I was a child?
Look, I just don't care for him. He speaks very little dialogue in the whole game. Very protective of Yuna, and in all honesty, besides his horn being broken off in the aftermath of the fight between him and the bigger Wanso, his story is pretty meh. It's literally he needs to reclaim his honor, and he does. About 75th in the story, and it's done. Fuck him.
I see. I didn't know you felt that way.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, the other 6 characters are definitely better written, including you.
I've done it. I have become a summoner. God, I'm so beautiful.
Wait, what?
You're my soulmate. I've never met anyone like you before. You understand me so much better than anyone else. It's fate that we met.
That's you, by the way.
I'm so yeffing gorgeous. No, I'm thinking of pure thoughts of myself. Is that even a sin?
Right, I'm moving on.
Should I be punished? I don't know.
So Yuna demonstrates her first Eon she acquired to her village. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And that night, Titus demands victory from Wakka's Blitzball team. What an asshole! And him and Yuna are properly introduced and hit it off. He gets warned by Wakka not to try any moves towards Yuna. Whatever, has a nightmare about his father and other shit, and wakes up to see Lulu scolding Wakka.
He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but...
That's it. No more. Enough, Wakka.
Poor Wakka lost his brother, Chapu.
Yeah, he joined the Crusaders a year prior and died from sin during Wakka's game from last year. A pretty fucked up tragedy. The next morning, Wakka gives Titus his famous sword, Brotherhood, even when Lulu disapproves, but Titus gladly accepts. And we equip our new weapon, which I suppose it's time we talk about the weapon and accessories items.
Must we?
Yes, Junior, we must. It is a review, and it's something we must cover.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Seriously, will you stop apologizing? Okay? God.
Okay, I... try?
Gee, so like past Final Fantasy games, getting new weapons either will increase attack power or lower it. Maybe accessory giving better defense. This game, it don't. All stat increases all through the sphere grid. What the weapons do besides change appearance, in battle have passive abilities, ranging from immunity to different status effects, may get one that increases strength by a certain percentage, or even auto abilities like haste or shell. What does this mean? Most weapons you will roughly keep on for the whole game due to the passive abilities. Like I got the Rod of Wisdom from the Cloister Trials in Base Hit. Well, you know what? These 3 passives are hard to beat, because honestly, some weapons have no pass abilities or the ones they get not compared to what you currently have equipped. This is the same for accessories as well. Not a huge fan of this game's weapon system, because honestly, I attached with Brotherhood for a good chunk, but I digress.
Oh, thank Yevon, you're done there.
Now, character specifics!
Okay.
Through predetermined battles, we learn that flying fiends walking can always hit, while land characters like Titus will miss the majority of the time. Lulu's magic works wonders against elemental fiends, where Titus' sword won't do squat. I love this feature. It basically forces you to switch party members mid-battle to plan your attacks. Oh yeah, that's a system too. When the character's turn comes up, you can have them switch out with another party member, allowing the one entering the fray to use that turn for attack or defensive measures. Best feature in the game. You know how many Final Fantasies, well, since 6, where you have multiple characters to use, but going to change them on the world map or airships, yeah, here, mid-battle. Sadly, this sucks too. If a party member falls in battle, you can't tag them out. Seriously, do the other members outside the battle just stand there and go, "Damn, that bitch be dead"? What happens if all party members die? It's a game over. Even if I have 2 or 3 members outside battle ready to go, no, they just stand outside battles and go, "Well, we tried." Oh, nice little detail here on Lulu's voodoo dolls, taking appearance of past Final Fantasy mascots and characters.
Look, it's Kamari. He's going to test her strength now.
Let's just get this over with quickly.
You really hate him, don't you?
Do you have to ask? We smacked this pussy right in the face and tell him, "No, bad kitty, very bad kitty." And we make our way to the ship after doing a few random battles with early AP to boost our spots on the sphere grid.
You forgot about my Aeon.
Shit, my bad. So, Yuna as her role suggests she can summon the various Aeons with their own overdrives and abilities. Basically like having more members for fights. When she summons an Aeon, all the other members run off the battle and the Aeon takes center stage. Cast spells, do basic attacks, it's fun. Almost like Pokemon.
You're comparing my game to a children's game?
Well, you know, in Pokemon you do capture monsters, even godlike beings.
Oh my heaven.
Kinda similar.
You're right. It is like Pokemon. Wait, I should be punished.
I'm not slapping your butt again.
I'll remind you later.
God damn. Well, this review's been going on for a bit now, and we must have put a dent into, like, you know, all the game footage I recorded, right? Oh, shit. Warning on part 2. We're going to need a cliffhanger for the next part.
Like what?
Oh, a cliffhanger. Leave that to me. I think it's time I finally make first contact.
Do you hear that?
No, I hear nothing.
Sounds like whispering.
Well, there's a ghost that haunts me in the mirror world, and I tend to ignore her.
No, not that. This sounds different. Like far off.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and you just, you know, you relax here, okay?
Oh, okay. See you in a bit. It sounds louder over here. I've seen her before, haven't I?